Would you agree that Philippine society has a huge daddy issue? Because we look up to this macho father figure who will lay down the law, and we cannot disobey, or he will smite us. And then always, you have the moms and the titas hovering in the background saying, kahit ganyan yan, ama po pa rin yan, gano'n, etc., which we see in soap operas and so on.
Do you think we choose our leaders based on our experience?
I think we
with
do.
Our parents? Yeah,
I think we do.
Because there are some households that say, daddy is macho and it worked.
The world has gone bonkers. We now live in George Orwell's 1984. War is peace, ignorance is strength, and crazy is normal. How do you stay sane? Okay, apart from making soap, you also have a mental health
Initiative,
advocacy
yes.
that talks specifically to kids.
Yes.
And to people in school.
Yes, people
so
in school,
tell me about
and
that.
we also have a new wave. We visit call centers, BPOs. It's called Project Steady, and all we do is really provide wellness workshop.
Okay.
So we go to, let's say, Concentrics. I love Concentrics, and I also had like this other company called William Hill. They come to us, and most of their employees are in their late 20s and etc. We become their extracurricular department. Parang kami yung work ed department. We always kick off with a what is mental wellness talk, where everybody's required to be there. Our partner is Kathy Sanchez, Babao. And then we offer classes where they can sign up. Poetry, creative writing, watercolor, etc. Zumba, jazz, dance, football, etc. But my favorite, we have this thing called the Virgin Series. We want to hear from them. What have you always wanted to try? So they say, I have never touched a violin. I always wanted to touch a violin. So we bring a violin teacher or a cello teacher and they touch violin. So the only requirement is you should have never tried this before in your life, because the requirement of the class is lahat tayo mukhang tanga. Para walang agitated na may
and
magaling.
no one feels insecure because someone is so good at
Yeah, so it's called the Virgin Series, and it's their favorite because they really sign up. And some of them really have amazing suggestions, like, I've never ridden a horse and I've always wanted to. So we really raise hell to figure out how to arrange it for this, because I think if you try something for the first time, may kalawang na nahuhulog from your brain eh. And sometimes that's all you need.
And you begin to think na things can happen that you never expected.
Whenever we would have concerts for Rock Ed before in provinces, in public schools, I always like bringing this band called Paramita, because their lead singer is a girl, Rhea, and she's also the drummer. And when she's playing the drums and singing, I love the faces of the kids because they look like this. Pwede pala yun. Alam mo, even if yung nagka 1 minute moment lang sila and they said, pwede pala yun, ang laking nagbabago.
Yeah.
Ang laking nagbabago. That's why I always think, I guess in our narcissistic age, where you post everything you do,
yes,
it's okay. Parang sige, I'll let it be.
Sometimes I think people live in order to provide content for their social media accounts. Yes.
Sige, find so I think one of the reasons why I like trying to, I've been a researcher all my life. Researcher, writer, etc. I really work in abstractions. This is the first year where I'm producing something with my hands. The last time I did fine arts pa ako. Iba pa lang nagagawa ng comfort when you produce something with your hands and you can see. For kids, I really suggest you paint, do collages. I don't know what it is that you want to do, so that you can take a picture of it and post it on Instagram. Why? We can't stop you from posting on Instagram anymore. Pwede ba natin bawasan yung mukha mo? Kahit 8% lang ng timeline mo, at least something you created, a vase, a collage.
Just to remind people that there is something called life.
Yes, 3D, we forget.
That is what feeds everything
Yeah.
else. Yes.
Can you imagine we get angry just watching the news because the spokesperson said something stupid?
Me,
or
I don't
the...
watch the news at all.
Oh, that's
it's
why
the
you
secret
look-
of
that's
happiness.
why you look
Because
so
I
young.
figure that if something is important enough, 10 people will
Tell
send me
you.
complaining texts or Viber messages. And
That's a good
I'll hear
theory.
about it. Yeah.
I have to say this, imagine you watch the news, you see the spokesperson or let's say the Senate President say something really asinine and ang init ng ulo mo buong araw. Senator Soto or let's say Attorney Sal Panelo, they don't even know me. They don't even care about me. And yet they ruined my day. So kaninong akin yun? Kasalanan ko yun. I let them eh.
Yeah.
So wag. Watch your wellness. But if for some reason it's just healthier for you to react, then react. That's why you need to get to know yourself.
Yes.
There are some people, like me, my default is engaged. I get sick pala when I don't react and I don't engage in civic
So
matters.
how do you deal with the fact that
I find a way to say something very diplomatically. I think I tried to tweet something that's undetectable, troll undetectable. Well, they're not interested in me anyway. It's me who's
No, actually, they are interested in you.
No, they never bother me.
Basically, you were hounded off the social media.
I don't know. Maybe I don't reply as often as I should. I really ignore. I don't know. That's a muscle you develop. You know, you ignore those who are irrelevant, I suppose. Yeah, because sayang time. At saka feeling ko, you know, like Secretary Locsin, for example, is the Foreign Affairs Secretary. I'm so surprised at the change in behavior and even the eloquence is just left the room. So I always comment on him, and then I realize Secretary Teddy Locsin doesn't even know me. He doesn't care. He doesn't, he doesn't even read what I read. But I need to say it, so it's okay. So it's not. There's not one proper way. But there is a way that's appropriate for you
Yes,
and your
whatever
wellness.
works for you.
Yes.
Yeah.
So there's no one rule, but it will really begin from self. You have to know yourself.
Is it working though, you think?
Alam mo, since I started complaining online more, my eczema really kind of dried up. Because there was a time I was on Fresh Flare.
Because you're able to
Express.
let it go, to release. Yes.
Express yata. I was able to express, yeah. Do you not need this? Like, do you not need expressing
I don't
not
know.
anymore?
I guess not anymore. As in,
wow.
yeah, I'm good at closing off things.
Yeah. I think closing that muscle is something that should be developed.
Yeah,
for
it's like
wellness when-
if somebody's dead to me, they're dead to me. Yeah.
I really think we should listen to nature again. Nature has seasons end, and we have people who stay mayor for 60,000 years and they're
Yes.
still there. And how do they do that with term limits? They let their wife take over
And
the
then
place.
eventually their
child,
children, their
yeah.
grandchildren.
And then they
so on.
run again, right? They come back, and I'm thinking, why? Because for 4 decades you're the only one that can run.
Yeah,
I
are you
don't
the
know.
only people living in that city?
I don't know. Is it arrogance ba? Like, because baka ako lang may kaya, so I'll do it? Or
Yeah, yes,
I don't
and
know.
also
I have to understand. Why do you want
and
to stay?
also why are they allowed to? As in, why do the voters keep voting for them?
I don't. Yeah. That's a mystery too. But we run on who's familiar, yung pangalan. Kung hindi ka naghanda sa balota, pagdating mo sa precinct, ay, alam ko itong name na to, narinig ko to, and wala namang attached plunder, so I guess he's okay. And that's what got us, I think, in the end.
Would you agree that Philippine society has a huge daddy issue? Because we look up to this macho father figure who will lay down the law and we cannot disobey or he will smite us. And then always, you have the moms and the titas hovering the background saying, kahit ganyan yan, ama po pa rin yan, gano'n, etc., which we see in soap operas and so on.
Do you think we choose our leaders based on our experience?
I think we do.
Because there are some households that say, Daddy is macho, and it worked. Because we all feel protected, even if we lived in the middle of, I don't know, the most dangerous alley of Cubao.
Yeah, the dad who
Yeah.
will go out drinking, come home, beat you up, and then go off with his 10 mistresses and so on.
Well, I'm sure my dad na ganon. I think when we say values, what it really means, ano ang mahalaga sa'yo? Ano ang valuable sa'yo? Sa iba, valuable ang protection. Siguro, they live in a
In
not
the
very
dangerous
safe neighborhood.
neighborhoods, yeah.
So, comforting sa kanila na macho si daddy.
Na
Na may barel.
na ipagtatanggol kami
Exactly,
sa
diba?
mga
Diba?
kay Max Alvarado.
Pero
ganon.
kung nakatira ka naman sa relatively safer place, a quiet rural town, right? The premium more is daddy is fun and we can go to the batis together.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Iba.
Yes.
So
Yeah.
what do you value?
So it's all really a loop.
Yes. So I really think, let's say this sitting President Duterte, Davao yung kanyang city.
Yes.
Okay. Iba ang klima ng Davao, ng kalye ng Davao, kumpara sa kalye ng Dumaguete. So iba ang itsura ng mayor dyan, iba yung na-elect. Mayor Duterte as mayor of Davao was angkop, appropriate, dahil macho. Kasi it makes them feel safe. Kasi ang macho din ng mga kriminal dun eh, di ba? Macho din ng mga nangyayari dun. So, but if you let's say go to Batanes, hindi mo naman masyado kailangan ng macho na mayor dyan. Kasi iba yung klima, iba yung kalye. So, I think the dad issue, when we elect our leaders, we have to really process that it's different from our homes.
Yeah,
it's more
and we have to
complex.
ask ourselves, what do we really want of this leader? Yes.
I want us to stop being emotional about our leaders. We do not have to like them, find them funny, or we don't have to say, ay, ang gaan ang feeling ko when I see this.
Yes,
No.
we need to separate politics from entertainment.
Yes. We have poets for that. We have artists for that. What do I want? We forget. Gosh, there's this art historian, Bernard Berenson. He said, we forget that government is just complicated housekeeping.
Yeah,
Complex
it's
housekeeping.
just bigger.
It's just give me my road, my hospital, my school, my safety, my institutions that will safeguard my day in court. Give me my healthcare, etc. Because we all pay taxes. We forget it's housekeeping. We want to think that they have to give us inspiration. We have poets for that.
Yes.
We have musicians for that. It's okay.
We know that we have matured as a political system when we have boring leaders we don't even want to think about.
Yes. When you have a poster, Pag-asa ng Bayan, Boses ng Kabataan, Boses, Magiting, cha-cha-cha-cha-cha. And I'm thinking, nobody ever puts super spectacular mag-organize ng accounting.
Exactly.
Diba? We never put very organized sa process. Diba?
Like when you go out to dinner, you can order within 30 seconds.
Walang nakalagay doon decisive.
No, these are things that are
process-oriented.
somehow undervalued because now we expect politicians to be our parents.
Our parents and the
Our
one
parents and entertainers.
Inspiration sources.
Yes.
No. We have poets for that. We have artists
Just
for
give me a
that.
train
It's
system that
yeah.
works.
Ah,
Just give me traffic that is not a
seryoso?
human rights violation.
Exactly. Me, if I earn 8,000 pesos a month, let's say I'm a busboy or a wait staff, 8,000 pesos a month, and you earn 1 million a month because you're president of something. I don't
Okay.
know. Dapat, when we go home, pareho pa rin tayong may clean running water. Pag may nag-disturb sa'yo, pareho tayong pwedeng tumawag ng police. Whether sa Forbes ka or sa ewan ko kung
Yes,
saan
because
ako.
our phones work.
And within X number of minutes, nandyan yung police.
Yes.
Kasi it doesn't matter kung mayaman ka or ako hindi. Pag tumawag ka sa police, dapat nandyan sila. Kung magkasakit ako at sana hindi or ang mga anak ko or mga whatever, kailangan may malapit na health center, barangay clinic, na kaya man lang mag-manage ng emergency. Kung may mga anak ako, dapat within walking distance, panaginip to, within walking distance, may maayos na eskwelahan. Na hindi ko sila kailangan i-enroll sa, ewan ko, na sobrang mahal. So ano nangyayari ngayon? Lahat ng taga-Alabang, yung anak nila nasa Ateneo, lahat ng mga nasa Loyola Grand Villas, nasa South Ridge so nagta-traffic. Lahat pa itong mga batang to, hinahatid, mag-isa, ganyan lang kaliit. Ang laki-laki ng bag, hinahatid, lahat sila may SUV. So, it contributes to traffic. We don't walk to school. Even just that, the indicator of that says a lot, We don't enroll in the nearest school.
Yes.
That alone speaks volumes of how this government is not providing. For me, if we have good district schools, it solves 30% of traffic.
Yes.
I beep you not, really.
I would just like to, go from point A to point B. in a reasonable amount of time without feeling that I'm being held hostage by the driver.
I also need to plan more than 2 errands a day.
Yes.
Diba?
It's like 2 is the maximum
Max.
number of things you can do in one day.
Kasi yung third, medyo buwang ka na eh.
Ah.
By the time you get to your third errand di ba? Parang, may
It's
eksema
just
na ako.
so difficult to get the most basic things done. Like, I just spent 6 weeks abroad and I was thinking, this is why Pinoys, when they leave the Philippines, do very well because things work and it's not a challenge to just get the day's work done.
I know. We put also such a premium on resourcefulness, don't
Yes.
you think? And I think that's really palusot. Like, ang galing, kahit walang equipment, kaya yung...
And
bakit
yet,
hindi
this
mo
is not the way things should be. Diba?
You know, I have to say this about athletes, our athletes, because I'm very involved in Mindanao Peace Games. Mindanao Peace Games is an all-girl athletic league, all-biological girl athletic, female athletic league in Mindanao. Kasi kulang na kulang yung sports. And we want women, more girls to be involved in sports. Para they're stronger. Because, if a girl can run fast, may advantage siya to keep herself safe over the girl
Yes.
who doesn't run fast.
Yeah.
So that's Mindanao Peace Games. We always say, ang galing nila, no? Kahit walang equipment, umaabot sa SEA Games. Why? We should have given them equipment para
Exactly.
umabot pa sa Olympics.
Hindi ibig sabihin na dahil gumaling sila, that's the way they should always be treated.
Of course, there is a premium in, you work with what you have, and etc. Oo naman, para hindi ka spoiled. Pero, merong yatang appropriate amount of support and equipment needed for somebody to feel some support. Grabe, ang hilig natin sa hinagpis no?
So my last question.
Sure.
Because you've always advocated for, social change, and I'm sure a lot of people say, well, if you want change, tumakbo ka for public office. So, have you ever considered it?
The biggest question, really, that we as a society must answer immediate before 2022 is, why do people who should be running, why do they not run? Why do good people with training, with expertise, with with the actual merit to run, why do they not run?
Yeah, thus leaving the field open to assholes with money.
Well, that's one percentage of the collective. Yes, there is
Yes.
that. But there are some naman na very little, but yes. Why do we not run? Can I run? Yeah, of course I can run. I mean, maybe I can run, but I probably won't win, but I can run. But why was it never considered for me? I saw a campaign up close, and I really can't do the song and dance number that comes with it.
Do you think there'll ever be a day when candidates are not required to sing and dance? Like they were
That's the
auditioning
dream, right?
for
It will only happen.
a reality show,
It
yeah.
will only happen the day we say, government official, all I want from you is my hospital, my healthcare, my school, my bridge, my roads, the no baha, and etc. That's all I need from you. You don't need to be cute or funny or have the perfect wife and kids. You don't have to sing and dance or be nothing. It's okay. Give me your function. You're right. We must have a government that is completely boring but super functional.
Yes.
Yeah. But why do we seek the celebrityness still? We lost the meaning of celebrity, I think. It used to come from celebrate,
Yeah.
We must celebrate something about this person, so this person's a celebrity.
Basically, celebrity has eaten everything, eh. As in,
It's not even celebrity, it's just fame, I think.
Yes.
Yeah, famous for being famous. Yeah, diba?
Yeah.
Like noon. Celebrated sila dahil either sobrang Bruce Jenner, decathlon.
Yes.
That was not a good, best example to say. But we
that-
celebrate
that's
something
a good
about
example
them.
because what came after Bruce Jenner, the Kardashians, what exactly are they?
Exactly, di ba? So, nagsiselebrate tayo dahil super galing kumanta, super galing umarte, or super ganda, sige, pwede na rin, super gwapo, super talino, athlete. But at least, yung celebrity is, there's something to celebrate, you know?
Yes.
Ngayon, yung celebrity is, who's famous?
Yung
Paris
celebrity
Hilton.
ngayon, 1 million people hate you, so they follow your Twitter account.
That's the thing. We are so afraid of being ignored, I think.
Yes.
That we all want the 15 minutes to be longer than 15 minutes. The Warhol
Hindi
15
na uso
minutes.
ngayon yung I want to be alone. And
I
in
think-
order to create something, you have to be alone.
Yeah, I think so. I think one day we will relish our 15 minutes of anonymity. One day. But many I see, they'd rather be hated than ignored. So they'll say the absurd thing like, yeah. Kasi nakakatakot for them ma-ignore. Now, why are they afraid of being ignored? I'm kind of used to being ignored. Is it okay to admit that? Because I'm one of 10 children of my mom. 9 kaagad yung kahati ko sa attention ng mom. So medyo sanay akong ma-ignore. Okay lang.
In my case, I was an only child until I was 12. So talagang the super focus of my parents' attention, I was thinking, I wish I were ignored.
Ako naman, sobrang nakita ko yung value ng maraming kapatid kasi kaya kong mag-blend in the woodwork at hindi mapansin. Like, okay, mapapansin ka lang kasi if you're failing na or you messed up na or
you got
pag-sampu
detained,
diba? So naisip ko, bakit tayo hindi sanay ma-ignore? Medyo sarap nga diba? Many wounds heal in secret. You know, many wounds heal in the dark.
So I guess
stay there naman
the
sometimes.
correct last question should be, why can't Pinoys stand to be alone? What is so terrible about being alone?
Wow, that's probably not just a Filipino thing. Maybe that's a human condition thing. I think in our language says it. In English, it's I love you. So that's I verb you, right? In Filipino, it's mahal kita. Magkadikit na kagad yung pronoun. So we associate. Is it wrong? No, it's not wrong. It's just our nature. But I think, like nature, always cyclical. Find time naman to be alone. Find time you will find yourself alone naman every now and then. But I think what makes it unhealthy is if one or the other state becomes your priority or becomes 80-20, 90-10. I think we're not robots, so we can't do 50-50.
In my case, when I hear the voices in my head, I know it's time to leave the house.
Well, yeah, no, but do you cancel a lot? Because I cancel a lot. And then that's scary.
No, I tend to limit appointments because, as you know, you can only do 2 things in a single day.
Yeah.
Yes. So.
Yeah, wow. Yeah, I don't know. I think many are like, I imagine that there are many Filipinos like me na we're extroverts to survive. We're extroverts so that, if by necessity, because there are projects that need to be done there. But I think everyone has there's no premium on an extrovert or who's better, an extrovert or an introvert. I think we're both. All of us are both. It's a matter of finding your 60-40, 70-30, right? But stay healthy, diba?
In any case, how is your optimism level? Do you think things will get better?
You know, yes. Woo! We ended with this question.
I'm going to try your
my
formulation.
Yeah. Yesterday I had a privilege of being with coaches and athletes from Mindanao.
Okay.
And I had to tell them, when people ask you, may pag-asa pa ba ang Pilipinas? Ang sagot ay, oo, nandito pa ako Oo, nandito pa ako Kasi pag sinasabi pala ng tao, when we're asked, may pag-asa pa ba ang Pilipinas? They really mean government So, may pag-asa pa ba ang government? Iba yung sagot dun dun sa may pag-asa pa ba ang Pilipinas. Kasi may pag-asa ang Pilipinas, ako yun!
We mix up state
and nation and country.
And
iba
government,
yun. Iba yun, hindi. The Philippines is not its government.
Yes.
So when you say may pag-asa pa ang Philippines, of course! Have you seen our poets? Have you seen our artists? Our athletes? Have you heard our rap artists? Our,
filmmakers,
our filmmakers.
People,
Whoa, yes. Our cuisine, that's breaking into the interglobal scene.
Yep.
Yes! May pag-asa pa ang Philippines. Nandito pa ako, nandito ka pa Nandito pa si Jessica Zafra, meron. But when they say, may pag-asa pa ba ang Philippines, ay, i-qualify mo hindi government yung tinatanong. Kasi iba
so
the
correct formulation of the sentence is, may pag-asa pa ba ang Pilipinas? Hindi yung gobyerno ng Pilipinas, kundi ang Pilipinas mismo.
Of course! Of course! You want to ask the reverse? Like, may pag-asa ba ang government?
Okay.
Okay. I need to uncross my legs for that one. Meron. Because we're a young nation, please remember the US had their constitution in the 1600s, 1700s.
That's true. Yeah, and they're not doing so great either.
Yes.
And they've been around much longer. Yeah.
Meron, may pag-asa. Kasi cyclical and seasonal ang Philippines. I think babaling tayo to a more polite next leader. I'd like to imagine makakapoy tayo sa makakapoy tayo sa kadiri jokes, sa medyo tanga na pa-cute na soundbite. it's tiring. Some of them think, oh, you know, maybe the fish was going to China. It's actually funny. Kasi yun naman ang orientation ni Senator Soto. One-liner. Sanay siya dyan eh. I watched him, he's a good guy, up close. I saw him when he said yung naano lang. Remember that when he was talking to Judy Tagiwalo? I said, I know you're a single mom. Oh, kasi sa amin ang single mom na ano lang. He said that, right? On the Senate floor. Then I'm thinking, why would he say that? Then I realized, instinct sa kanya, pag may audience, funny.
To make
instinct
a smart-ass
soundbite.
remark, yeah.
Oo. Nakakalimutan yata niya na legislator
The position
siya. I
he
think
is
yun
in
lang
now.
yun eh. And Mayor Duterte, President Duterte, I think he's sanay siya sa role na siya yung ridiculous, absurd uncle that says the shocking thing in reunions. And maybe we should remind, no, it's Office of the President. Ibang decorum ang kailangan. Hindi, ano. I mean, I cuss every 8 words, really. I can't when I'm in schools or here or when I'm being interviewed. Pero lakas ko rin magmura, di ba? Hindi naman ako president ng Philippines. Pero na-realize ko, pwede magmura hanggang 2022 kahit sino. Yeah, kasi president natin ganun eh. Inatras nga tayo eh. So I keep saying, it's not politics or economics that will need our energy. I think it's wellness that will need our energy now.
Which is an interesting way of bringing the conversation back
top to
topic.
bottom.
Yes.
Wellness is what we need. It's not even. Don't worry about the dollar exchange, the yen power. There are regional and global influences that will always, you know, we're held sway by these. Doesn't matter minsan who the president is eh.
Yeah.
But it matters who the president is.
And it
with our
matters
manners.
your state of wellness.
Yes.
Yes.
Because a mentally steady Filipino is a progressive Philippines.
Yes.
That's our safest vanguard. A mentally steady citizen. Yeah, it's a goal. We're not all there. But we'll go there, right?